What's up, manga lovers? Before we dive into today's insane story, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you love op main characters and epic revenge stories. Trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next. And stick around till the end, because this MC's transformation is absolutely wild. Today's story is about a hero who was betrayed by the people he trusted most, stripped of everything, and left to die in the worst way possible. But what his enemies didn't know is that they just created the most dangerous being in existence. This is the story of how a broken hero became an unstoppable god. Let's get into it. Our story begins with Kaito, a young adventurer who's been called the hero of light by the kingdom. For years, Kaito fought alongside his party, his childhood friend, Rina, the mage, Marcus, the warrior, and Elena, the healer, who Kaito secretly loved. Together, they conquered dungeon after dungeon, defeated demon lords, and became the kingdom's most celebrated heroes. Kaito's unique ability, Sacred Blessing, allowed him to share his power with his teammates, making them all incredibly strong. But here's the thing, Kaito himself wasn't particularly powerful. His strength came from supporting others. He was the ultimate support character, and everyone knew it. One day, the party receives a quest to explore the Abyssal Dungeon, a SS-ranked danger zone that no one has ever returned from. The kingdom promises them legendary rewards and eternal glory as they descend into the darkest depths of the dungeon. Kaito notices his party members acting ... strange. They're whispering to each other, avoiding eye contact with him. Something feels wrong. Finally, they reach the dungeon's core, a massive chamber with ancient seals. And that's when it happens. Marcus suddenly drives his sword through Kaito's back. Kaito collapses, blood pouring from his wound. He looks up in shock and pain to see Rena charging a fire spell, Elena standing by doing nothing, and Marcus standing over him with cold, dead eyes. Why? Kaito gasps, coughing blood. Elena finally speaks, her voice emotionless. "We don't need you anymore, Kaito. We've grown strong enough on our own. Your blessing was useful. ... But now, you're just dead weight." Rina adds, with a cruel smile. "Did you really think we were your friends? We were just using you. And now that we've leveled up to S rank, we can take all the credit and all the rewards for ourselves." Marcus kicks Kaito toward a glowing seal on the floor. "This is the seal of eternal torment. You'll be trapped here forever, feeling pain every second, unable to die. Consider it payment for being so pathetically weak." As Kaito falls through the seal, the last thing he sees is Elena's face. The woman he loved, showing absolutely nitrogen monoxide emotion. No regret. Nothing. The seal activates, and Kaito plunges into an endless abyss of darkness and agony. Kaito falls, ... and falls into complete darkness. The pain is unbearable. It feels like his body is being torn apart and rebuilt over and over again. Days pass, then weeks, then months. Kaito loses track of time in this hellish void. The pain never stops. His mind begins to fracture from the torture, but then ... Something changes. A voice echoes through the darkness. "Interesting. A human soul, suffering in my domain. Tell me, boy ... Do you wish for revenge?" Kaito can barely speak, but he manages to whisper, "Yes, I'll do anything ... single." The voice laughs, deep, ancient, and powerful. "Iamseta, epeashereo. Ese, the forgotten god of destruction, sealed away 10,000 years ago by the same heroes your kingdom worships. Those fools trapped you in my prison." A massive figure materializes in the darkness, a being of pure energy and power, chained by glowing seals. Zephyros continues, "I sense something within you, potential beyond anything I've seen in millennia. That sacred blessing of yours. It's not just a support ability. It's a fragment of divine power that was sealed and limited by the gods themselves because they feared what it could become. I cannot break free from these chains, but You can. I will grant you my power, the power of destruction and creation. Your blessing will evolve into something the world has never seen. In return, you will free me when the time comes. Kaito doesn't hesitate. Deal. The moment he agrees, excruciating pain explodes through his body. But this time, it's different. His body is being reconstructed. The divine chains around Zephyrus's essence begin transferring to Kaito, merging with his soul. His sacred blessing transforms into void sovereignty, the ability to steal, copy, evolve, and create any skill or power he encounters. But that's not all. He also gains destruction authority, allowing him to erase anything from existence, and creation authority, letting him reshape reality itself. As the transformation completes, the seal shatters like glass, and Kaito shoots upward through the abyss like a meteor. He crashes through dimension after dimension, finally emerging in a completely different location. The demon realm. When Kaito stands up, he realizes three things immediately. 1. He's been gone for 5 years in the human world. TWO. His appearance has changed. His hair is now white with streaks of black. His eyes glow with purple energy, and mysterious marks cover his body. 3. He's standing in front of a massive demon army about to invade the human kingdom. A demon general approaches, laughing. A human. Here, you must have a death wish. The general swings a massive axe at Kaito's head, but Kaito doesn't even move. He simply whispers, "Void the axe." The general and the entire front line of the demon army vanish. Erased from existence, as if they never existed, the remaining demons stare in absolute terror. Who? What is this human? Kaito looks at the demon army with cold, emotionless eyes and says, "Take me to your queen. I have a proposition." The demons bring Kaito before their queen. Seraphina, a breathtakingly beautiful demon with crimson eyes and black horns. She is known as the Crimson Catastrophe, and has been planning to destroy the human kingdom for centuries. But when she sees Kaito, her eyes widen. She can sense the absurd amount of power radiating from him. "Who are you, human, and why should I not kill you where you stand?" she asks, her voice dripping with authority. Kaito smirks, his first real expression since his betrayal. "Because I'm going to help you conquer the human kingdom. In exchange, I want 3 things. A base of operations, access to your training grounds." And he pauses. "Your help in destroying 3 specific humans." Seraphina is intrigued. "You want to betray your own kind? They're not my kind." Kaito's voice turns ice cold. "They took everything from me. Now I'll take everything from them." Seraphina laughs. A genuine, delighted laugh. "I like you, human. Very well. I accept your proposal. But first," she summons her massive battle axe. "Prove to me that you're worth allying with. Fight me." She charges at Kaito with incredible speed, her axe glowing with demonic energy. The entire throne room explodes from the force of her attack. But Kaito simply raises one hand and says, "Copy. Evolve." Her demonic energy is absorbed into his palm, and then fired back at her, but 10 times more powerful. Seraphina barely dodges, her eyes filled with shock and excitement. "Impossibile! You copied and improved my technique in an instant." They clash again and again, destroying half the demon castle in the process. But Kaito isn't even using his full power. He's testing his new abilities. After 5 minutes of intense combat, Seraphina stops and laughs. "Enough. You've proven yourself, human. No... You're no mere human anymore. You're something far more dangerous." She extends her hand. "I, Seraphina, Demon Queen of the 7th Hell, formally recognize you as my equal and ally. Together, we shall bring the human kingdom to its K.N.E. Kaito shakes her hand, a dark smile forming on his face. "Then let's begin my training. I need to become even stronger before I face them, because When I do, his eyes glow with terrifying intensity. I won't just defeat them, I'll make them suffer like they made me suffer. Over the next 6 months, Kaito trains relentlessly in the demon realm. He fights against Seraphine's strongest generals, absorbs their abilities, and evolves them. He conquers ancient dungeons in the demon realm that even demons fear to enter. His void sovereignty evolves further. Now he can steal not just skills, but stats, life force, and even memories from his opponents. Serafina watches his growth with a mixture of admiration and concern. One night, she approaches him during his training. Kaito... I must ask, what will you do after your revenge? Will you destroy the entire human world? Kaito stops training and looks at the blood-red moon of the demon realm. I don't know. Right now, revenge is all I can think about. But maybe, he glances at Serafina. Maybe I'll find a new purpose after this is done. Serafina blushes slightly. The first time anyone has seen the Demon Queen show such emotion, and quickly changes the subject. Your former party has grown famous. They're now called the Legendary Heroes and are celebrated across the kingdom. They claim they defeated the Abyssal Dungeon and saved the world. Kato's eyes darken. Perfect. That means their fall will be even more spectacular. It's time... Time to return to the human world. Kaito returns to the human kingdom during their Heroes Festival, a massive celebration honoring Marcus, Rina, and Elena. The entire capital city is filled with people cheering for them. Kaito walks through the streets wearing a black cloak, his hood up. Nobody recognizes him. He's changed too much. He watches as his former party members stand on a massive stage, waving to the crowd, accepting awards from the king himself. They're basking in glory that should have been shared with him. Elena is being crowned as Son of Light for her miraculous healing. Reina is now the Grand Mage of the kingdom. Marcus has been appointed as the royal commander of all military forces. They have everything. As the king begins to speak about how these heroes sacrificed so much and risked everything, Kaito has heard enough. He drops his cloak and walks through the crowd, his white hair and glowing eyes causing people to gasp and move aside. Marcus is the first to notice. His face goes pale. Impossible... You... You should be dead. The entire festival goes silent. Everyone's staring at this mysterious figure approaching the stage. Kaito looks up at his former party with the coldest expression imaginable. Hello, my dear friends. Did you miss me? Rina screams. It can't be. Kaito. But we sealed you. There's nitrogen monoxide where you could escape. Elena's hands are shaking. For the first time, Kaito sees fear in her eyes. The king demands, "Who is this person?" "Guards!" But Kaito simply raises his hand, and every single guard in the area freezes. Their bodies won't move. He's using his void sovereignty to control their motor functions. "Your Majesty!" Kaito's voice booms across the entire capital. Amplified by magic, allow me to introduce myself. I am Kaito, the real hero who conquered the Abyssal Dungeon. The hero these three frauds betrayed, stabbed in the back, and sealed away to steal my accomplishments. The crowd, gasps. Whispers spread like wildfire. Marcus draws his sword. He's lying. He's a demon in disguise. We must silence. Kaito's word carries power, and Marcus's mouth physically closes against his will. Let me show you all the truth. Kaito uses his creation authority to project memories into the sky. A massive magical display showing exactly what happened in the Abyssal Dungeon. The betrayal. The stabbing. The cruel words. Everything. The crowd's cheers turned to horrified gasps and angry shouts. Murderers. They're frauds. How could they? The king himself looks disgusted. Is this... Is this true? Reina desperately tries to cast a spell to escape, but Kaito snaps his fingers, and her magic fizzles out. Did you really think you could run? After what you did to me? Elena falls to her knees. tears streaming down her face. Kaito, please. We're sorry. We were jealous and stupid. Please forgive us. Now she shows emotion. Now she cries, but it's too little, too late. Kaito walks onto the stage, each step echoing with power. Forgive you. Forgive you. I spent 5 years in agony because of you. You took my trust, my friendship, my love, and you threw it all away for glory and gold. He stops in front of Marcus, who's trying to break free from Kaito's control. You wanted power? Marcus, let me show you true power. Kaito places his hand on Marcus's chest and begins draining his power. Marcus screams as his strength, his stats, his skills, everything is being absorbed into Kaito. Within seconds, Marcus collapses, reduced to a powerless, ordinary human. How does it feel, Marcus? To be weak, to be helpless. This is how I felt when you stabbed me. He turns to Rina next. She tries to beg, to plead, but Kaito shows nitrogen monoxide. Mercier drains her magical power completely, leaving her as a normal human with nitrogen monoxide abilities. Finally, he approaches Elena. She's sobbing uncontrollably. Kaito, I loved you. I loved you. I was just scared of being weak. ... Please. ... Kaito leans down, his face inches from hers. For a moment something flickers in his eyes, a memory of the girl he once loved, but then he remembers her emotionless face as she watched him fall into the abyss. You loved me. Then you should have stood by me. He drains her holy powers as well. The 3 former heroes now lie on the stage, powerless, broken, humiliated in front of the entire kingdom. But Kaito doesn't kill them. Death would be too easy for you. Instead, you'll live the rest of your lives as the frauds you were stripped of power, stripped of glory, despised by everyone. That is your punishment. The king immediately orders their arrest. As guards take them away, the crowd cheers for Kaito, but Kaito doesn't feel satisfaction. He doesn't feel joy. He just feels ... empty. As Kaito stands alone on the stage, Serafina appears beside him, having watched everything from the shadows. Is your revenge complete, then, human? She asks quietly. Kaito looks at his hands that hold immense power. I thought revenge would make me feel better, but I just feel ... Nothing. Serafina smiles gently and puts a hand on his shoulder. Then perhaps it's time to find a new purpose. The past cannot be changed, but the future, that's still unwritten. Kaito looks at the Demon Queen, the one who helped him when he had nothing, and for the first time in 5 years, he smiles. A real, genuine smile. You're right, I've spent 5 years living for revenge. Maybe it's time to start living for something else. He looks out at the kingdom, then at Serafina. The demons and humans have been at war for centuries. What if we changed that? What if we brought peace between both worlds? Seraphine's eyes widen. You want to unite demons and humans? That's impossible. Kaito grins. That same confident grin he had before his betrayal. 5 years ago, escaping the seal of eternal torment was impossible too. But here I am. So tell me, sir, are you with me? The Demon Queen laughs and takes his hand. You're absolutely insane, Kaito. But that's exactly why I like you. Yes, ... I'm with you. And so begins a new chapter. Not of revenge, but of redemption and change. And that's where we're ending today's recap. What an insane story, right? Betrayed by his friends, Kaito returned as an absolute god and destroyed their lives without even killing them. Brutal. But the question is, what do you think? Did Kaito do the right thing? Or should he have shown mercy? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more incredible manga recaps, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. What manga should I recap next? Drop your suggestions below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.